कृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मनां त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मना सदाराधिकानां जिह्वाग्रतस्यात् सदाराधिकारूपमक्ष्णग्रास्ताम् श्रुतौ राधिका कीर्तिरन्तस्वभावे गुणाराधिकाया श्रियायेतधीहे भुजगतल्पगतं घनसुन्दरं गरुर्वाहनमम्भुजलोचनं जलधिजाश्रितवां कलेवरं भजत रे मनुजा कमलापतिम् नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्गुं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले बाल गोपाल की प्रिय भक्त समुदाय महानुभाव, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Today is the last day in this series of Shri Krishna childhood spots. We've been listening to the wonderful childhood spots of Shri Krishna as detailed in the Prem Ras Madira written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. As I mentioned, in a few days all of us know we'll be celebrating Janmashtami, or the appearance of the Supreme Lord, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, a little more than 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan, in Braj. As we built up ourselves to that great celebration and to fill our heart with exuberance and joy and divine love, we're listening to his divine childhood spots, Bal Leela. As I mentioned, this book, Prem Ras Madira, which is the essence of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, as well as Vedas, and containing 1008 Pad's divine poems, all the philosophy of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, the essence of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, all the divine spots of Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna and their divine associates, the cowherd's and the gopis. The 21 Madhuris, and the Madhuri we are singing from, we are listening to, is Shri Krishna Bal Leela Madhuri, or the sweetness of the divine childhood spots of Shri Krishna. So today again, we listen to one beautiful divine childhood spot as visualized, as described by that great saint Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, who is seeing that divine spot as it's happening in the divine Vrindavan, and has put it in this divine poetic form that we can all benefit. So today's divine Leela concerns a play, a divine spot between Shri Krishna and his cowherd friends, the Gwalbal. Many of these cowherd boys, as I've told you, they are Sanatan myth, they're descended from Golok. Some also meet in being the friend of Shri Krishna for the first time. But many have come direct from Golok. Man Sukha, Dhan Sukha, Shri Dama, etc. Just like many gopis also descended from Golok, especially Ashtamaha Sakhi, the 8 main gopis, Lalita, Vishakha, Tunga Vidya, Chittalekha, Sudevi, etc. They are the very descension of Shri Radha Krishna themselves. In this spot, Shri Krishna is enjoying himself with his divine friends who are playing the part of illiterate cowherd boys. Illiterate. None of them have gone to school, neither Shri Krishna nor any of the cowherd boys. As long as Shri Krishna was in Vrindavan, he stayed for 11.5 years. Before leaving for Mathura, he never went to school. After he left Vrindavan, then he went to Sandipalaya, etc. So Shri Krishna is illiterate, his friends are illiterate, the gopis are illiterate. They are topmost saints. Brahma is glorifying these cowherd boys. He wants to get the dust of their feet. These cowherd boys, Brahma saw that Leela. Naraji told Brahma, hey, your father has taken bath on the earth. Did you know? Brahma said, no, I don't. Nobody told me. Such a big thing has happened and nobody told me. Naraji said, I don't know why who should have told you or not, but I'm telling you. And you should go and be blessed by the darshan of your father in the form of a little boy. He has taken birth, he has become the son of someone. Jo Jagat ka pita hai, the one who is the father of the entire universe, has become someone's son. So Brahma said, where is this happening? Naradji said, in Vrindavan. Jao dekho na. Go and see. Brahma said, all right. So Brahma came. At that time, Shri Krishna was sitting with all his friends. Normally they'll take the cows to graze on the bank of the Yamuna, and they've all brought their bags filled with nice, delicious food that their moms has prepared for them. And they all sit in to eat in a circle. So Shri Krishna, he takes Maya, Yashoda Maya has also given Shri Krishna food, but he puts it one side. And when the other cowherd boys are eating, he waits for an opportunity. They put the food in their mouth and they're chewing. Chabare. And Shri Krishna is waiting, then he suddenly puts his hand inside their mouth and takes out what is called jutha. In Hindi we say jutha. No one will eat from someone's plate. And here he is taken from inside the mouth. An illiterate cowherd boys. And he's eaten and he's saying with great relish, oh, yummy, yum, 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 yum. Ah, your mommy has cooked such nice, delicious food. And he's enjoying himself. Brahma, he sees this, and Brahma thought, is this Bhagavan, my father? Brahma is born from the navel of Shri Krishna. Lotus flower appeared and Brahma appeared. So he is the son of Shri Krishna. He thought, this is my father, the Supreme Lord. That Supreme Lord who refuses to eat in great, great yagnas. Rishis and Munis are performing great yagna, offering with Ved mantra. And he refuses to eat. And he's eaten from these illiterate cowherd boys, and not only they have taken some and given him, offered to him, no, inside their mouth. Brahma ko chakkar aa gaya. His head started spinning. Ye Brahm nahi ho sakta. This cannot be a Bhagavan. This dark boy. Ye chokra. So he thought, let me test him. Brahma thought, let me test this boy. I will steal all his cows and all his friends. And if he's an ordinary boy in the world, he will start crying. So the cows were grazing on the bank, and while Shri Krishna and the boys were eating, Brahma didn't go and round them up. He just did like this. Brahma has Yog Maya Shakti. He just did like this. And all the cows disappeared. And he put them in samadhi, in a trance, in a cave, very far away. Now Shri Krishna is thinking, I'm not hearing the cows mooing, nothing. Have they gone to sleep? So Shri Krishna, all the cowherd boys are looking the friends to Shri Krishna. It looks like it's wrong. Shri Krishna said, you all continue eating cow and take a rest, whatever. I will go and see the cows. Shri Krishna left. When he went, no cow. In the meantime, Brahma came where all the friends were, and he did like this too. All disappeared. And he put them also in the cave together with the cows. That time was calves. They were pretty small, so mostly they were told to take care of the calves. Shri Krishna came back, he saw no friend, no cowards. So Shri Krishna realized, I know, this is the work of Brahma. I will fix him. A little, in short, Brahma put everybody to sleep and he decided to go back to his divine abode, Satyalok. Brahmalok, Satyalok. But before Brahma could reach Satyalok, Shri Krishna reached before him. He took the form of Brahma. Shri Krishna himself becomes Brahma. So it's nothing for him. He didn't have to go and put on a beard and forehead and... No, he became Brahma. And he went to Satyalok, and everyone seen, they thought this is our master had come back, the real Brahma, who is the creator, and so they all welcome him and they washed his feet and they put him in a beautiful, they welcome him back on the throne and brought the best food and everything, and they're singing and dancing, all the residents of Satyalok. This is the highest heaven. Bhu Bhuva Swaha Maha Jana Tapaha Satya. 7 heaven, the highest Satyalok. Shri Krishna enjoyed for a little while, then he said to all the residents there, look, I have some important things to do, so I'm leaving again, but I want to warn you before I go. There's a Rakshas, a demon, who's going to come here disguised as me. And he will say that he is Brahma. Don't believe him. Know that he is a demon and you should chase him away. Give him a good beating. So Shri Krishna left. So when the real Brahma came, expecting that he will get a grand welcome and all of that by his people, he is the king of, he is the highest person in Satyalok. Instead, they started chasing him. Brahma said, what's wrong with you people? Oh, we know. The real Brahma came a little while ago and told us a demon was come in disguise as him. And we know who you are. Brahma said, are you people crazy? I am the real Brahma. No, we know. And he had to run away very fast. Now, in our time, 1 year had passed. During the time, Shri Krishna himself became all the calves and all his cowherd friends. Thousands and thousands of calves and thousands of cowherd boys, his friends. Shri Krishna is the controller of Yoga Maya, kartum akartum manyatha kartum samartha. He became all. Nobody knew that, so no one should know anything that happened. Not even Balaram knew. The only difference that when the calves came home and started drinking milk from the mother cows, the mothers, normally a mother will start licking her calf. She hasn't seen her calf for the whole day and she will start licking. But today the mother could not stop licking. So much joy she's getting. And she's given even more milk. Shri Krishna himself has become the calf. No? In the same way, when the cowherd boys went home to their Maya, their mother, so normally the mother will give them a hug, hold, she hasn't seen them, but now the mother's taken that boy in her arm and she doesn't want to let go. By now the boys have stopped taking milk. It is said in Bhagavad Mahapuran that the breast of the mother again became filled with milk and she started suckling them. And she can't let go. So much joy she's getting, all because Shri Krishna himself has become her son. That was the only difference. Otherwise, they look exactly the same way, they smell the same way, everything. Everything that they would do, all their habits, the way they speak, everything, what they like to eat, everything was the same. Are Shri Krishna is sitting in the heart, he knows everything. He didn't have to go and ask, Ramesh, please tell me what Babi does. Tell me what Ganesh does. What time he gets up in the morning, how does he brush his teeth? No, he knows everything. So after 1 year, in Brahma time is only a moment. In our time, 1 year. It's a big difference. 12 hours of Brahma in our time is 4,294,080,000 years. 12 hours of our time, of Brahma, is so long in our time. So imagine 1 year is like a moment for Brahma in his time. So he had gone and he came back. He thought, let me go and check. Let me see if this boy is crying. So when he went the same place where Shri Krishna was with all the friends and everything, he saw all the cowherd boys and all the calves. Brahma thought, what is this? Did they wake up from the cave and come back here? So he said, let me go and check. When he went to the cave, all the calves and all the cowherd boys were in that samadhi, just as how he left them. Again, Brahma's head is spinning. What is this magic? Ye ka jadoo hai? So Brahma came back and he's looking, Shri Krishna bless him. He gave him divine vision. Brahma looked, he saw Shri Krishna everywhere. Instead of calves, he's seen Shri Krishna. Instead of the cowherd boys, he's seen Shri Krishna. Thousands and thousands. Brahma fell at the feet of Shri Krishna and started to beg. He realized this was his father. So, this is the position of those cowherd boys. Now, today, there's an argument. A big argument. What's happening? Let's hear.
मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी मोह। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी मोह।
कहाँ आँखि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी।
ओ अपनी गाय ही गारी चरावहु,
अपनी गाय ही गाय चरावहु।
ओ अपनी गाय ही गारी चरावहु।
अपनी गाय ही गाय चरावहु।
ओ कियो बहुत मन भायो, मन भायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी कियो।
बहुत मन भायो, मन भायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि।
ओ कियो बहुत मन भायो, मन भायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी।
कियो बहुत मन भायो, मन भायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि।
ओ मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी मोह।
मोह कहाँ आँखि
the cowherd, the friends of Kanhaiya are saying to Kanhaiya, you remember yesterday? Kanhaiya was given the gopis' eyes, looking at them in a demanding way, in a gangster way. So in the same way, the cowherd friends of Sri Krishna saying to him today, hey, don't look at us like that. Aankh mat dikhao. He's looking at them in the same way. For what is the reason? What happened? Hari Jani, don't. Hey Hari, hey Krishna, Kanhaiya, don't do this. Something happened. When Sri Krishna was very small, Garga Acharya, the Guru, came and told Nanda Baba and Maya the auspicious day had come for Sri Krishna to take the calves to graze. That auspicious moment had come. Sri Krishna was very small at that time. But the Guru, Garga Acharya, said, this is the time, auspicious moment. Wo Murat aa gaye. So Maya had to agree, Baba agreed, but only the calves. He's too small right now. And not only that, but according to the Vedas, when you're taking care of cows, you have to go bare feet when you take the cows to graze. There's a reason for this. In the Brahma Vaivat Puran, once Sri Krishna was performing Maharas and he got very tired. He got exhausted and very thirsty. And there was no water in sight. So Sri Krishna taught what to do. So Sri Krishna became a cow, Surabhi. This is the very first cow. Sri Krishna became Surabhi and he also became a calf. And he started drinking milk from Surabhi. He himself is the cow and he himself is the calf. While he was drinking the milk, some fell out. He's drinking his calf and some of the milk fell out from his mouth and that became Kshir Sagar. You might think a little drop. Kshir Sagar, the place where Mahavishnu, that form of Sri Krishna known as Mahavishnu, Kshir Sagar, that formed from the drops that fell out while he was drinking. It's all divine. Don't try to apply your intellect too much, you will get crazy. Divine things are not easy to understand. We have a material mind, material intellect. Just enjoy. You will understand when you become divine. When our mind and intellect become divine. Anyhow, so the very first cow, Sri Krishna himself became. And from that Surabhi, all the cows came. So the cow, when Sri Krishna himself has become cow, that's why one of the reasons why Hindus worship the cow. People wonder why Hindus worship cow and they don't eat the cow. Everywhere else they eat the cow. No, we don't eat. Would you eat Sri Krishna? Supreme Brahma himself became the Surabhi. So this cow is Sri Krishna himself. Not only that, there's another katha. Once Surabhi, the same cow, told all the devatas, all the gods, all the forms of God to come and take place and sit in her body. So every form of God came and took a place in every part of the cow. Now there was no place left, but two ladies came. Late. Some people just like being late. No matter what it is, no matter what time you put, they will be late. Up dhire dhire, they are coming very slowly and walking and singing and they come. They said to Surabhi, "Oh Surabhi Ma, we have come now. You have invited everyone. Please give us a place in your body." Surabhi looked at them and said, "All the place is finished. Sab gaya. You are too late." These two ladies, one was Mahalakshmi, the goddess of wealth, and one was Ganga, divine Mahashakti. So everything is filled up. Surabhi Ma said, "Okay, there's two things left. Two things are left that you can take your place. One is the gobar, what we call cow dung. In Hindi we say gobar. And one is the urine of the cow. So Mahalakshmi, you take your place in the gobar, in the cow dung. And Ganga, you take your place in the mutra, the urine of me." Look how valuable the cow. Even the waste, the things that comes out as waste, is so valuable. In ancient times, that cow urine was used up till today, but the cow has to be taken special care of because it's Kali cow. In certain Ayurvedic medicines, the urine is used. And those who do puja, karmakand, rituals, they use something called a bedi, where all the gods are put to sit, to worship them. That bedi is not sanctified unless it is smeared with gobar, with the cow dung. In one of the lectures in the beginning, I told you that in ancient times, people, the gopis, their houses, there wasn't a house like today. Even now, if you go in remote villages in India, you'll find dirt houses, and the ground is dirt. And they will take the gobar and they will smear the ground. And I grew up in a house like that. And in that, I will tell you my own experience, no fly would come. If you take any waste from an animal, it smells so bad, and it's surrounded by flies and worms and everything, except the cow. Except the cow. You can throw any food, anything will fall and take it and eat it. No problem. Nothing. It has been proven to be antiseptic. Many people won't understand and this will say, "Ooh, I wouldn't believe in this thing." It has been proven. I grew up in this thing. I took care of cows. And that gobar, what you call gobar, I'll take my hand. I will take it and smear the ground and clean it also too, with my bare hand. Anyhow, so the cow is so worshipable. It's a mother. And that's why there are rules and regulation when it comes to taking care, with taking the cows to graze. Even Kanhaiya, Shri Krishna, went bare feet. He did not wear shoes. Neither Shri Krishna nor any of the cowherds, nor even the gopis. They all, Radharani, she's walking bare feet. Nange pav. So Shri Krishna, this is the first time he's taken the cows to graze. That day we celebrate as Gopashtami. Right? It is 8 days after Diwali, Dipavali. Ashtami, the 8th day after Deepavali, we celebrate as Gopashtami. The first day, Shri Krishna took the cows to pasture to graze. It so happened this Leela is happening on Gopashtami also. But in the very beginning, Shri Krishna was so small that everyone took special care. Balram, Maya was very scared that he's so small that some cow will kick him. All these things. But all the cowhood friends, they would not let him do anything. And Balram was bigger and he was also there. So he was so spoilt in the home also. And the friends, they would let him do whatever. So most time he would be playing. There were so many calves. In the home of Nanda Baba alone, he had the most. I told you, 9,900,000 cows. And all calves, imagine how many calves. So Nanda Baba had the most calves. Now those cowhood boys are taking care only of some cowhood boy has 10 calves, some 20, some 100. Kanhaiya, over 900,000. He has the most. And he is not doing anything. There are many, many cowhood boys. Hundreds and thousands. So not all of them are required to take care of all the cows at the same time. Bari, they make a schedule. They didn't take a pen and paper and draw up a schedule. You know, we have seva sometime, and okay, this day you're going to cook, this day you're going to come and sing, this day you're going to offer bhog. You have a schedule, right? Here also in Yugal Kunj. So in their mind, they made up their schedule. On this day, these boys will take care of the cows. On this day, those boys will take care of the cows. Different group. And the rest of the boys, they played the whole day. They played, they danced, they fought, they wrestled. All kind, they went to Yamuna and swam, everything. They just had a good time, enjoyed. It was not necessary that everybody has to. All will come with the cows, but when the cow reaches the bank of the Yamuna where they will go to graze, all wasn't required. But Kanhaiya never was in any group. He just enjoyed himself. He never took responsibility. So today, that was in the beginning, he was very small at that time. But so many, after a few years has passed, now he's gotten big enough. So his friends are saying, hey, Kanua, you have gotten big enough. So now you have to help take care of the calves now. Or cows. He's gotten big now. Kanhaiya says, what? You always take care, people always take care of cow. Why should I have to take care of any cow? And he's showing the eyes. Nope. So the friends, they look at him and like, what's wrong with this boy? Bade log ke bete hai. His father is the chief of Vrindavan. So he's really spoilt in the home also. Plus, they loved him and they let him play. They gave him all the opportunity. But even in his home, he was the smallest amongst all the cowherd boys, and he was the smallest in the home also. Normally the smallest child, we say dular ke bete or beti. The smallest child normally gets all the pet and they're totally spoiled. So Kanhaiya also was smallest, plus his father is a chief. So he was really spoiled. So the cowherd boys are thinking, acha, but you're not going to get away. And he says to them, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything. You all always take care of the cows and you have to take care of them now also. So the cowherd boys, now they got angry. And they started looking. This boy is so spoilt, we have to teach him a lesson. Kuch sabak dena parega. or else will do anything. We love him a lot, and we also love him. They say, hey, Kanua, today, this is the decision we have made. Since you're so spoiled and you never want to even accept that we are asking you to join a group, you don't want to, so we have taken this decision. All the cows that you have, all the calves, you take them one side. Alag kar do. No one is going to go with you. You alone for 12 hours is going to take your cows and see them alone. Nobody is going to help you. आज किसी आपकी सहायता नहीं करेंगे. And they look at each other. Is this right, Dhanusuka? Dhanusuka said yes. Hey, Manusuka, we have to give Kanhaiya a lesson. Manusuka said yes. Isn't it so, Sridama? Yes, I agree 100%. We have to fix this spoilt boy. So, Kanwa, Kanhaiya, you are going to go alone. Take your cow, apne gai higari, charavahu. Alone, take them one side. I know you have the most, but this is your punishment. Take them. Kiya bahut man bhayo. You do whatever comes in your mind. You don't care about any rules, any regulations. Bhagwan is beyond all rules and regulations. Nothing bounds God and the saints. They are beyond all rules. The saints are beyond all rules. So when it comes to Bhagwan, who is the master, why should he be bounded by any rule? He can do whatever he wants. They said, you, whatever you want, you do. जैसे मन में आए वही करते, whatever comes in your mind. When you came and they are given, when you came in Treta Yuga, this not only in this lifetime, when you came in Satyug, you came as Brahman, a dwarf, and you deceived Bali, asking for 3 footsteps of land. You took everything. You took Bali also, sacrificed Bali also. In the age of Treta Yuga, you hid from behind a tree and you killed Bali. What kind of law is, what kind of justice is that? Why couldn't you come in front of him and kill him from behind a tree? And so they started saying, oh, we are totally fed up with you. So today we are going to teach you a lesson that you are going to take your cows alone and go.
मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हरि जनी
मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हरि जनी
मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हरि जनी
मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हरि जनी
हो सही सको न धौस तिहारी
हो सही सको
हो सही सको न धौस तिहारी
हो सही सको न धौस तिहारी
ओ ही बल रह इह कायो मो कह आँखें दिखायो हरि जनी ही बल रह इह कायो मो कह आँखें दिखायो हरि कहा आँखि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो, मोह कहा आँखि दिखायो हरि जनी।
मोह कहा कि दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो, मोह कहा कि दिखायो हरि जनी।
When they said this, Thakurji started threatening them. Hey, I'm going to report you to Maya. I'm going to report you to Baba. The cowherd boys started laughing. Are, that is your Maya, your Baba. What does have to do anything with us? Oh, I'm going to tell Maya. Maya will scold you. I'm going to tell Baba. Baba will scold you. Reason, Sri Krishna, you've heard this before, in his Golok, all everyone does in Golok is praise him, glorify him. Sahasra Shri Rekha Purukha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumi Gwang Savataspritva Tyatishthadashangulam Purukha eve dagvam sarvam yad bhutam yadcha bhavyam utamitattvasya shanudani nati rohati, etc. So Shri Krishna has gotten bored with this thing. As I mentioned, if you eat the same thing every day, somebody say, I like ice cream. How much ice cream are you going to eat? If you keep eating ice cream, you'll get bored eventually. Now you want something salty, something different. Even if it's sweet, but a different type of thing. Same thing all the time. So Kanhaiya, no one scolds him, abuses him in Golok. That only happens when he comes in this earth, in the Prithvi. And he loves to hear the sweet abuse of the gopis and his cowherd friends. It's very sweet to his ears. We should not say, okay, well, I'm going to abuse Sri Krishna. No. Then you'll be committing Nam Aprad, unpardonable sin. When we reach the category, the stage of the cowherds of the gopis, then only. That is what is sweet to Sri Krishna. When it comes from the highest saints, then it becomes sweet. If it comes from us, he will send Sudarshan Chakra. So, and he pretends not to hear. Somebody's abusing him, some gopi, cowherd boy is abusing him. Please say, I didn't hear properly. Please say it again. It is so sweet, he wants to hear it again and again. So today he thought, I want to see how much they will scold me and abuse me and insult me. And he's pushing all the limit. You know, someone, you push the button, the right button. Someone has a weakness, you know what to push it. And they will get angry and they will abuse you. And these cowherd boys, yes, they're the greatest saints, but they're under Yog Maya. Not Maya, Yog Maya. Shri Krishna's special power has made them forgotten who they are and forgotten who is Shri Krishna. Then they can scold and jump on his back and ride him like a horse. Otherwise, they can't do that. So Shri Krishna is deliberately saying this so that they will abuse him even more. Don't you know my father is the chief? Anybody has, their father or mother has a little bit of power, or husband is a little bit powerful, a woman, you see when she walks how she struts. Eh? Don't you know who my husband is? So Kanhaiya, his head has become swollen with this thing, you know. My father is Nanda Baba, he is the chief of Vrindavan. He is the richest person, he has the most cow. At that time, the amount of cows you have, that was your wealth. So he's the richest. He lived in a palace. Nanda Baba and Yashoda. So Kanhaiya, Barilal Sahib, the son of a very high, powerful man. So he was strutting and he was looking at them and telling them and challenging them. Ah, Maya, my Maya will fix you, my Baba will fix you. The cowherd boys thought, what's wrong with this boy? His head has become so swollen, and it's because we are the fault. We let him do so much. For a long time, we let him play, we let him, do everything he wanted. He never took care of, he never went to any group. And we would love him, and then he will come and say, after jumping, that his feet is hurting, and we will press the feet. Oh, we will do seva. They will massage him. Like a real prince, he will lie, and these boys will come and massage him and everything. They said, we have caused all of this. We'll give him our best food to eat. We will, fan him while he's sleeping. We'll take a thing and fan him. We will massage him. So all this has gone to his head. So they're saying, hey, that is your Maya, that is your Baba, and we're not scared. We have our own Maya and we have our own Baba also too. Kehi bala raha iha kayo. What is it that you have that makes you feel that you are so great that you can challenge us? Do you think that we are your slaves? That we are your servants? By reality, every soul is a servant of Shri Krishna. I told you. Jivera Swarupa Hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, the soul, the Jivatma, are eternal servants. By nature, we are eternal servants of Shri Krishna. But this is Sakha, Sakya Bhav. In Sakya Bhav, there's no feeling of high and low. There's a feeling of equality. The cowherd boys are seeing themselves as equal to Shri Krishna. They don't see themselves as being his servant. They see themselves as being his equal. He's also the son of a cowherd. They are also the sons of cowherds. They're equal. They don't know he's a Bhagwan or anything. So being our equal, you have to do the same thing like us. There's no special treatment for you. So what is this the great thing you have that you think that you can command us and that we are your slaves?
Mo kaha aakhi dikhayo, ha dikhayo. Mo kaha aakhi dikhayo Hari Jani.
Mo kaha aakhi dikhayo, ha dikhayo. Mo kaha aakhi dikhayo Hari Jani.
Bal bhaiya ko अनुज जानी हो,
बल भैया को अनुज जानी हो।
ओ बल भैया को अनुज जानी हो,
बल भैया को अनुज जानी हो।
अब लो तो ही बचायो, हाँ बचायो। वो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जन।
हम लोग तो ही बचायो, हाँ बचायो। वो कहाँ दिखायो
अब लौटो ही अब लौटो ही बचायो, हाँ बचायो। वो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जनी,
अब लौटो ही बचायो, बचायो। वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरि
ओ मो कहाँ की दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जनी,
वो कहाँ की दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरि हरि।
So, they say now, बल भैया को अनुज जानी हो. Balram was big. Balram was also very powerful. Balram, in this dissension, Balram came as the bigger brother. Sheshnag. In the previous dissension in Treta Yuga, he came as a smaller brother, Lakshman. But in this dissension, he came as the bigger brother, as Balaram. So everyone respected him. He was very serious, Gambhir. Whereas Sri Krishna was so naughty, natkat, and only making fun and pinching and always doing something wrong and bahut bade natkat. Stealing and do all, you name it, he is doing. Balram was very serious, Gambhir. He would hardly smile. He was always very serious and only doing the right thing. So everyone respected him highly, Balram. Great respect was shown by all the cowherds, everyone in Vrindavan. So they're saying, only because you're the smaller brother, Anuj, the smaller brother of Bhaiya, Balram, and that's how you were saved so far. Because, we respect Bhaiya, Bare Bhaiya so much that you're a smaller brother and you were given special treatment because you are younger. So it's because of Bare Bhaiya, Baldev, you were saved so far. Abalao tohi bachayo. But that is it. That's as far as it goes. Now that's the end. From now on, you have to go, take your cows by itself. No one is going to go with you. And 12 hours by yourself, you have to take care of all your cows alone. मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जनी,
वो कहाँ की दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरि हरि।
कबहु जाय खिरक परिसोयो,
कबहु जाय खिरक परिसोयो।
ओ कबहु जाय खिरक परिसोयो।
कबहु जाय खिरक परिसोयो।
ओ कबहु कबेनु बजायो, हाँ बजायो। वो कहाँ आँख दिखायो जनी जनी,
कबहु कबीनु बजायो, हाँ बजायो। वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरि हरि।
You're given so much opportunity. What do? If you're not playing and jumping, you go and sleep in the cow shed, खिरक, जाके सो जाते हैं. Or you'd go on some tree in the branch and you play basuri. You play the flute. Huh? Kabu benu baja. You go and sit on the branch of a tree and you play. In other words, you do nothing. You're so lazy, Kanhaiya. All you do is play, sleep, eat. And we are like your slaves. You have the most calves, the most cows, and we have to take care of it. And you're enjoying. And on top of that, you're showing us the eye now. You're being this gangster. No, it's not going to work today.
मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँखें दिखायो हरी जनी
वो कहाँ की दिखायो दिखायो वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरी जनी
तुम्हारे बाबा को नहीं चाकर
तुम्हारे बाबा को नहीं चाकर
ओ तुम्हारे बाबा को नहीं चाकर
तुम्हारे बाबा को नहीं चाकर
ओ जाकर धौस बतायो हाँ बतायो वो कहा आँखें दिखायो हरी जनी
जाकर घोष बतायो हाँ बतायो वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरी जनी
हाथ नंद बाबा को दोनों
हाथ नंद बाबा को दीनो
हाथ नंद बाबा को दीनो
हाथ नंद बाबा को दीनो
रहत न उन घर छायो हाँ छायो वो कह आँख दिखायो हरी जनी
रहत न उन घर छायो हाँ छायो वो कहाँ की दिखायो हरी जनी
Now, when there's a fight among boys, or even in the world, three things that people use as strength. Three things. Three things they use as strength. Namak haram. You've heard that word? When you eat the salt of somebody else. In other words, you are indebted to that person. If somebody is giving you things and you never give back anything in return, they're giving you, whenever you have problem, they come to your help, they do everything for you. And then, afterwards, they have problem, you don't even think to help. So in Hindi, we say that person is namak haram. Namak haram, namak haram. Namak is salt. So you are so shameless that you don't even think someone has done so much for you, that you should at least do something. So number one, that's the first thing. Secondly, the second thing is that somebody is a boss and he hires people and they work and he gives pay to them. So they serve him. So they also are indebted to this person. If it wasn't for him, they have no job. Their livelihood depends on this person. So they feel very indebted to that person. And the third thing, he builds a house for them, or he lets them come and he builds a separate house close to his house. They have no house of their own. In India, there are places like this. where people hire servants, etc., and they build a separate place for them that they can come and live, etc. So 3 points. So the cowhood boys are saying, neither do we come and eat from Baba and Maya. Do they feed us? We don't come and beg for food from your home, from the home of Nanda Baba and Maya. We have our own food. We have our own cows. We get everything we want. We don't have to come and beg Maya or Baba. Number one. Number two, Nanda Baba doesn't hire us. He's no big boss that he hires us and then we do work and he pays us. इनका चाकर नहीं है. We're not servants. We're not servants of Nanda Baba. तुम्हारे बाबा को नहीं चाकर. We're not servants that you can come and threaten us like this. If we was servants, the servants, they are treated very badly sometimes. You cannot say anything. You know something is wrong, and if you make a mistake, you get a good chopper or they fire you, and that's the end of your livelihood. Hey, Kanhaiya, we're not servants of Nanda Baba. We don't serve him. That you can threaten us like this. We don't eat. He don't feed us. And the third thing, rahatana una ghar chayo. Nor does he give shelter to us. That he has built a roof for us and that's to be able to live. We have our own home. Now tell us, Kanhaiya, what point do you have that we have to serve you? That we have to be slave to you? Or we have to listen to Nanda Baba? Or what Maya say or Baba say? Tell us. Kanhaiya is looking. Everything they say is true. He has really pushed them to that point. What happens next?
मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरी जनी
मोह कहाँ ही दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ ही दिखायो, हरि जनी।
सखन रिसाने मोहन जाने
सघन रिसाने मोहन जाने।
ओ सखन रिसाने मोहन जाने
सघन रिसाने मोहन जाने।
ओ नैन नीर भरी आयो वो कहा आँख दिखायो हरी जनी
नैन नीर भरी आयो, भरी आयो। मोह कहाँ ही दिखायो, हरि
ओ
जनी।
मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो दिखायो मो कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरी जनी
मोह कहाँ ही दिखायो, हाँ दिखायो। मोह कहाँ ही दिखायो, हरि जनी।
Now Kanhaiya realized I did too much. He pushed and pushed and pushed, and there's a limit. Now Kanhaiya realized that this is the utmost limit. Now he cannot say, please forgive me, kshama kijiye. Now the cowherd boys are not going to listen. His friends, they're his friends. But he pushed so much. There's a limit. Ek maryada. You could push beyond the line, then you're in trouble. So Kanhaiya has realized that I cannot do anything now. Even if I say I'm taking the cow and going one side, they're not going to listen. Even if I beg for forgiveness, okay, I was wrong, nobody's going to listen. Ab kya kare? What to do? So Kanhaiya thought there was one thing left. If I cry, ab main rounga. After all, Even in the world, when a child does something wrong, and the parents is saying, okay, you did this, you did, and scolding, and the child start crying, and the parent heart melts a little bit. They start feeling sorry also. And Kanhaiya knows this, he's done it many times, so he thought one thing left. Ab rona parega. To Kanhaiya, look at all of them with an eye, he made such a puppy face, such a sorrowful face. And tears are flowing, hey Bhagwan. Tears are flowing and he is sobbing and looking at them. And the cowherd boys, they said, oh, they felt sorry. They did feel sorry. They love him after all and see in the tears and he's sobbing. And he's, I mean, it's looking really, really real, whether it's acting or not. And tears are flowing. He's a good actor, he could be acting. And tears are flowing. And they thought, okay, we'll forgive him. But he still has to take the cows. Not going to leave that part. At the same time, while this thing has happened, Kripalu comes there. Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Sri Maharaji, he comes there. What happens when he comes?
मोह कहा आँख दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मोह कहा आँख दिखायो हरि जनी
मोह कहा आँख दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मोह कहा आँख दिखायो हरि जनी
सखे कृपालु लोक हूँ दीखत
सखे कृपालु लोक हूँ दीखत
ओ सखे कृपालु लोक हूँ दीखत
सखे कृपालु लोक हूँ दीखत
ओ गोद लियो इतरायो इतरायो मुँह कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जन
गोद लियो इतरायो इतरायो मोह आँख दिखायो हरि
ओ गोद दियो हाँ गोद दियो इतरायो इतरायो मुँह कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जनी
गोद लियो इतरायो इतरायो मोह आँख दिखायो हरि
ओ मुँह कहाँ आँख दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मुँह कहाँ आँख दिखायो हरि जनी
मोह कहा आँख
आधे।
दिखायो हाँ दिखायो मोह कहा आँख दिखायो हरि जनी
Now, seeing Kripalu come in here, and this is in Sri Maharaji's own words, Kanhaiya thought, oh, he will take my side. He's my pracharak. He has come in the world to talk about me and tell people about me and how to love me. That's what he came for, so he will take my side. Pakshpat karenge. And the cowherd boys are thinking, he's one of us, he will take our side. So both of them are looking at Kripalu Mahaprabhu that he will take my side. Now, if Maharaji is thinking also, if I take anyone's side, is a problem. If I go on the side of Kanhaiya, the cowherd boys will say that I am having favoritism. That that's why he is Bhagwan and that's why you're behaving like this. You're his pracharak after all. That's why you came in the world to let people know about who is Sri Krishna and how to love him and attain him. So that's why you're taking his side. And if he takes the side of the cowherd boys, Kanhaiya would say, Arey bhaiya, what's the use you came in this world for? That you didn't even take my side. So Shri Maharaji decided to say one thing, that both people will feel that they are taking my side. No one will feel that he hasn't taken my side. Both in their mind will feel, he took my side. So he said, look, hey Sakhe, oh my friends, lo kahu dikhat god liyo itarayo. God lena. When someone is adopted, in Hindi we say god lena. Godi meki. So when someone is adopted in the world, even the worldly people, they feel sorry for that person. Poor, didn't have any mommy, daddy, and they had to adopt him. So let's treat that person really nice. This poor fella, poor girl, poor boy. So even in the world, when someone is adopted, people give special attention to them. Now this is a double meaning. So Kanhaiya is thinking, so he's telling them to feel sorry for me, and so they will treat me nicely. In other words, they give me a license that I will still behave badly. And everybody will not give me any problem because, he's spoken on my side that we should feel sorry for Kanhaiya. So on one side, Kanhaiya is feeling very good. On the other side, the cowherd boys are feeling very good too. That they always tease Kanhaiya, do bapan, do maiya. Kaun hai? Kanhaiya. They will tease Kanhaiya. Who has two mummy and two daddy? Kanhaiya. And so they will always tease him like that. So they're thinking, this is a good thing. That he has taken our side also. In other words, that because we always tease Kanhaiya like this, so he has taken our side and is also teasing Kanhaiya. So in the mind, the cowherd boys are feeling very good. That he has taken our side. And on this side, Kanhaiya is feeling very good that he has taken my side, and he is, that I am free. I have been, the cowherd boys, they had really reached the very limit. Even then, the cowherd boy said, that's okay. We feel nice about you and everything, but you still have to take the cows today, at least today. You have to take them for 12 hours. And so everybody got together and said, Kanhaiya Lal ki, Bal Gopal ki, Bole Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki, Larli Lal ki, Siyavar Ramchandra ki, Pavan Sut Hanuman ki, Shri Bhakti Dham ki, Shri Yugal Kunj ki, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे.